All right, let's go play some T7 for 30 minutes. See what we can get done. Go out here with some marlin balls and see if we can win 66% of the time. I just got through with the tournament, the third anniversary tournament. Totally burned out. My teammates are asking me how many accounts I play. I really only play 3 accounts. I have a Prox account, and I have my 99 account and the 77 account. And the 77 account is the primary focus, and the 99 account, the main thing with the 99 account is just to show how to shoot minimum score. So my goal with that is to always come in at the minimum score. Try and pick up as many as I can with the low level stuff that I've got, but my primary goal is minimum score. So I really only have one account that I am super focused on every week. Oh, you're seeing playing and doing the video stuff. That's enough. That is a big headwind right there. That is in the rough. I'm sure of it. I don't think I can get up from there either. My opponent's also in the rough. I might be able to get over there from there. Maybe. Nirvana can do a lot, but I think I'm just a little too far away. We will see. Get up there and get myself into pitching range. And it's going to push me forward 5-4, so there's 5-4. I'm going to take half the wind out. See if I can inch forward just a little bit more. Hitting it great to the left. And I have less room on the left, so there's a bigger chance that I will run off. Perfect. See if I can scramble to get back into it. I made some fatal mistakes this weekend in the third anniversary tournament, especially in my low level account. I went out and I actually dropped 2 shots from the minimum score and then picked some up and ended up with a 25, but had to scramble to get the 25. Very easily could have ended up with a 27, but instead of just going out and playing for the minimum score on those holes, I got greedy. When you have a low level account, it's really important that you just play to the clubs that you have. Go put yourself in the right spot and get your eagle and move on. Okay, Hornet. There's Min Club. There's Max. So I'm right about mid. It's 1.9 per ring. One 9 per ring, so there's 2, 4, 6, 8, and that leaves me 4 short. About 4 1/4 rings. Hitting it perfect. Give myself a look. Right there, I knew that one was going to push me off just a little bit to the right. Should have overcompensated for it. This last tournament, we had a lot of shots coming into the cup that were crosswind, and crosswind's always difficult. Always difficult to dial out. Nice on. My opponent missed their easy chip in to get back into it. Win number 1. Got lucky on that one. Good game. See if they'll rematch us. Come on, dude. Come on, man. No, make me go all the way back through the screens again. I gotcha. I try and replay everybody, but it's amazing how many people don't replay, and I get it. Sometimes if if you're cycling chess and stuff, but going out there and playing against people and just having some fun, win or lose, it's that challenge. If you lose, you definitely want to replay them. Maybe I can learn something from you. Let's buy some Marlins. Do, 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 do. $4.8. So a little less than 2.5 rings. Right back to the red line. You did it perfect. Hitting it perfect. Just trying to bleed up through the middle. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. I usually like to take those shots with my rock. I think my rock bag has a sniper in it. I need to switch that out for a guardian. And one-on-one, the sniper in these particular holes, the guardian will help me out with the backspin. When you're playing one-on-one, you got to come at it a little bit different than when you're playing in tournaments. It's definitely all about trying to win chest. So the best pressure you can put on yourself is to be out in the fairway. Put pressure on your opponent. I'm right at my red line. The wind's going with me. It's 1.2 per ring. So there's 3 6ers, 4 8. That leaves me 6. It's 1.2, so that's a half. And then I'm going to go about 5% more just because of the crosswind. Hitting it perfect. If I just in the hole. Albatross. That's what I'm talking about right there. Get in the hole. My opponent's got a Cataclysm. The thing with the Cataclysm is it's just like the Big Dog. It has a lot of stuff. It's an awesome club, but it doesn't have a very good ball guide. So for these types of shots, it's more difficult. Get in the hole. Good game. Good game. Let's see if they'll replay. No dice. Cycling through. Working our way up the scale for always keep 2 slots open. Back at it. Yeah, when you're playing one-on-one, it's the whole deal is about winning chess is playing super consistent, is playing for that. If that hole's an eagle hole, just going out there and getting the eagle. And sometimes your opponent will slam one in and get up on you, and that's fine. You just take your lumps. But it's all about the trying to be the 66% player. It's 5. It's all going to be red line there. It's just moving out the side wind. Hitting it good on the outside. Good chance I'll end up in the rough. Right down on the bottom. Right there at the top. I got a shot from there with my Nirvana. Just a bit too much overpower. And I should have been 5 rings off down there for max curl with rock. I keep thinking quarterback, and quarterback is 3 rings off for max curl. That rock's got more curl on it, so it needs to be 5 rings off. It looks really weird because the ball guide's going straight out towards the water, but the deal is that curl's not represented in the ball guide. My opponent's definitely in the rough. And they're in the rough in a spot where they can't make it. I might be able to. Maybe. Maybe. We don't need to get much further than that. So the wind's going to push me forward. This is my Nirvana. It's going to push me forward 2.5 rings. So it's going to push me forward into that area right there. If I just leave the wind in. So it's going to push me this direction. 5 miles per hour. Put a little bit of curl on it just to help it out. Hitting it perfect. Just getting up there so I have a chip on. Or chip in. My opponent's best bet is to make sure that they leave themselves in a spot where they have a serious chance to get in. Not take any risks. Just put themselves and get themselves back in play. That might be in the rough. It's very easy to go from the rough to the rough. Let's see if we can get this in. I don't like the fact that it's giving me the ball disappearing act. From this distance, wind is not going to play a factor, but I'm going to hedge my bet. Getting it perfect. Wind played a little teeny factor, but not much. By moving it over there, if wind played a factor, I could hit a perfect and a great to the right. If wind didn't play a factor, I could hit a perfect and a great to the left. If you aim it right at the flagpole, you have to hit a perfect or it won't go in. And so that way I'm giving myself 2 out of 3 ain't bad. What's funny is how often I hit it to the opposite side. I gave myself room on the left and I hit it to the right. Or I gave myself room on the right and I hit it to the left. And that changes just depending on the way the wind's blowing. So like the way the wind's blowing here, you can give yourself a look on either side depending on whether the wind takes hold or not. Good game. Good game. 3 out, 3 wins. That's what I'm talking about. Hitting the 3 out of 3 ain't bad. Good game. No replay. I'll tell you, if you're playing Tour 7 and you're looking at bankroll, this is where you can build your bankroll up. Almost my entire bankroll was built up in Tour 7. At least a good 45 million of it, 40 million of it. Sunshine Glades. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. If the wind's blowing with us, I'm going to bring a rock. If the wind's not blowing with us, I'm going to bring extra mile. Wind's blowing with us. Okay, it's going to go 8 miles per hour. There's 5. 8-6 forward. Just hit it nice and easy. Hitting it perfect. Just the right spot. I know I don't have the right second club for this. Really what you need on this hole is you need to go at it from this direction over here so that you can have a nice clean sniper shot coming in. The right-hand side is very problematic. You don't have a shot for Albie is the deal. You can get up there and get your eagle, but your Albie shot's pretty well gone. I'm going to hit it perfect. Let's see if they can get over. Nicely done. And that's the spot to be in right there. That shot right there, they have a clean Albie shot coming in. That's the perfect spot to be in because you can actually run it up and not have to do any backspin. So I've got a shot at eagle here, but my Albie is completely out of the realm of possibility. I'm going to take the wind out. I'm going to curl it around that tree. Hitting it perfect. See if I got my speed right where I can stay on the fringe. Nice little chip in, but my opponent is going to have a serious look at getting Albie here. Unfortunately for me, they brought a big dog. With a sniper right here, you have just a little teeny bit of side spin, especially with that ball, with a 3 side spin ball. You can really dial it in and have a really good look at it. Isn't it perfect? Let's see how close they can get. Pretty good Albie look. So like in tournament time, I would never play from the right-hand side. But in one-on-one, it's the high percentage way to go to get your eagle. And you don't have to bring out a big ball. Hitting it perfect. In the hole. Eagle. See if my opponent can get this chip in and we can go to a shootout. Wind is not going to play a factor from that direction. So they opened up a great to the right and a perfect. Hit a great to the left. They may miss. It's going to be close. They were so close. They were so close that it would be hard to miss. But greats to the left were definitely off. They have a second clan going. Ride or die too. Which way's the wind blowing? I'm going to use my driver. Whoa. 6. It's at minimum club, so it should be about 1.5 per ring. So there's 3, 6. And I'm gonna short shoot it and lean it just a little to the right. Hit it great to the left, great to the right, which is bad. That's in the sand. You can't hit it great to the right here. It'll be in the sand every time. See if my opponent can get that big dog up there. You're going to have a hard time with that big dog trying to work that wind out. No, they're not going to work the wind out. They're going to let it push them back. I think this is going to roll down to the bottom. I might actually win this one. It looks like it's going to roll all the way to the bottom, and that might give me the distance I'm looking for. Maybe. It's going to be close. Good game. That was such a poor shot. Come on. Come on, dude. Where's the replay action there? I gave you a freebie and you didn't want to replay. Come on. How much time we got here? We got time for one more. One more T7. Let's see if we can get some action. Let's get on some fun hole where you can do something crazy. Santa Ventura. Let's see if we can not end up in the rough this time. That would be nice. This is definitely bag number 2. Two top spin. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Isn't it perfect? That's better. Not ending up in the rough, ending up between these two trees, this tree and this tree. You can hit a straightforward shot, or you can go around the tree. You either have to do max curl or no curl, or you'll clip that tree down there. Let's see if my opponent can get into the range. So 11 should be out past the white ring. So they're definitely going to be in the rough, unless they get some really good bounces here. All right, 8, 8 out. Let me come forward there. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm going to hook it around that tree. Hitting it perfect. That's all we want to do is just get up there so we can make a chip putt. Secure our eagle. We're not trying to get it in the hole. Not going that direction. Going that direction is how you secure your eagle. In tournament play, that's a great way to go because you have a little bit of a shot to get the eagle, but the reality is you're really shooting just to get birdie. In tournament play, you'd want to go straight at it so that your second shot you could have a more straightforward shot. And this is a great hole for a QB and a kingmaker on the drive. If you're playing a rookie. Oh, I missed it. Maybe since I'm so close, I got it. Birdie. This is a hole, if you go out there and you just play consistent on, you'll win a lot on this hole, because even though it's a par 4 and it's a birdie par 4, it's amazing how many people get pars on this hole. See if my opponent can get in. Perfect shot. Get in the hole. Crowd goes wild. Yay. Nice shot. Going to a shootout. LSU crew. My best friend is an LSU fan. Is that Loser State University? Is that what that stands for? I'm an Oregon Ducks fan, so don't hold that against me. They're going to roll for a ways. Let's see if we can do a little bit better on this hole this time than we did last time. Five miles per hour, 5 miles per hour. I'm going to lean towards the right. And I hit towards the left. So those kind of balanced each other out. Those were both, this one and the last time I shot this were both poor examples, but I think I won this time, maybe. Maybe. Just barely. Good game. See if they'll rematch. See if we can get some rematch action. Just one. Come on, dude. Oh. You LSU fans. What do we got here? Right at 28 minutes. All right. That was just some Tour 7 one-on-one play. Let's see if we can get one more. We'll fill that slot. And just one more. I'll give you a bonus hole. Nelson from the 5280 Club. I go first. This wind's problematic. What we want to do here is put on a couple backspin. I need to be, I'll put on a little bit more backspin. I'll put on all the backspin. Not quite all. Maybe 2 rings off of that transitional surface. Hitting it great to the outside, great to the right. Just throwing myself out there and give myself a chip to get in. Keeping myself in play. If you have a big club here, like an Apocalypse, and you do max curl, you'll clip that tree. There's a tree right there to the right from the tee box. You will clip that tree. Got a little less wind than me because they brought out a Kingmaker instead of a Marlin. Ending up in the rough. Open the door for me. Now let's see if we can kick our way in. from this distance, wind might play a factor. So I'm going to go right on the edge of the cup right there. Hitting it perfect. Little teeny bit of wind effect. In the hole. Get in the hole. I bring that all the way to them so that they barely are in the hole. You get on that fringe. Every little bit you can bring it back towards yourself is huge. Good game. All right, we filled our slot. But we may get some bonus action here. We'll see if they'll replay us. No dice. All right, that was just a little T7 action. Moving up the scales. Let's open up that pin chest. Let's see if we got, how many commons we got. 16, 31. 31 right there. Awesome. All right. Thanks for watching.